Merry meet and bright blessings. It's time for the occult Q&A with me, Rowan Ravenwolf. Happy Sunday. I am late with the occult Q&A today, so I do apologize because I do try to post it like timely, but I am running a little late. Sleep in day for me. So, and you know what? Every once in a while, we need to do that for ourselves. It's part of self-love and self-care. So I got a couple questions this week from classes and from students, and so I thought I would address what those questions were. So, one of them was about labels. And this is a very fascinating question. So the question came about because they were like, well, what am I? How do I label myself? And here's the big thing. Yes, there's lots of different aspects in the occult, many different branches of Wicca. Some people call themselves traditional witches. Some people call themselves pagans. Some are druids. Some practice voodoo, Santeria. They're conjure magics, folk magic. There's like all these like categories, right? And so it really comes down to, do you want a label or do you not want a label? And I guess that's like the big thing. So if you practice a specific way, you can say, well, I practice, Santeria, or I practice Wicca, or I practice paganism. And some people practice multiple things. So you have some people who do strictly kitchen witchery, but you have some people who do kitchen witchery, but they might also do palmistry and divination and paganism. And so if you're studying multiple things, what do you call yourself, right? That was the big question. You really don't need to label yourself. You are who you are. Be your own spiritual guru. At least that's kind of my take. Granted, I will tell people for me personally, I tend to go to traditional witchcraft as a study and a practice. And not all pagans are witches, and not all witches are pagans. Not all Wiccans spell cast. I mean, you run into a lot of that. So a label is a label. It's just that. I don't think we necessarily need labels. So I know that's not going to be much help to you, but no, we don't necessarily need any labels on our craft. Just my process is, number one, be your own spiritual guru. So don't feel obligated to follow anybody else's practice. Your practice is yours and yours specifically. It's also safe. It keeps you, if you are your own spiritual guru, you're not going to fall into the traps. And when I say traps, I mean like there are people who become cult leaders, and it's really easy to fall into it. And once you fall into it with one person, you can fall into it with another person. So it does keep you safe to be your own spiritual guru and follow like your gut and what your gut wants you to do. Like it is you, it is your life. And so do what you want to and follow your path. You don't need to follow anyone else's path because you are unique. You are special. You have gifts and talents that not everybody else has. And that's what's important. So there you go. That's the big question on the labels. So just be yourself. Another question I had was on spell casting. And somebody's like, I cast a spell and I don't think it worked. Guess what? When you're like, I don't think it worked, or you have like that self-doubt, your spells are probably not going to come out the way you want them to. So self-doubt can come in many forms. So I know like when I was a beginner and I'm like, I hope that works. Guess what? I hope that works. Right there is self-doubt. So the most important thing is when you are spell casting, make sure you are grounded. Make sure you have positive energy with you at that moment and see what it is you're casting. So if you are casting to get a raise at work, see that raise coming into your pocket. See what you need that raise for. See it and feel it, and then go cast your spell. You want to make sure that you see what you are manifesting, and make sure you use terms like, I am getting this raise. You want to be very positive, and you're stating a fact that you're getting a raise, not I hope I get a raise, or hopefully this, well, I don't want to keep using the word hope, but anytime there's doubt, that doubt actually does manifest into your magic. So you want to make sure that you don't have doubt. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you are specific. So if you know that your company is giving raises as of January, right? You want to get a raise, you want an extra $1,000 a year, and you're going to find out about it on January 10th. Be very specific. When we're not specific with our spells, that's when, like we have our expectation is up here and the outcome is down here, and then we're disappointed, and we don't want to be disappointed. Keep in mind, like when we're not specific, that's the universe's way of saying, oh, they want extra money to go on this vacation. They didn't say when they want to go on the vacation. We'll give them the money in a year. So the universe will wait a year, but you wanted to go on that vacation in June and you needed the money before June, right? So you need to make sure that you're like, okay, if I want to go to Austria in June, I need to book my ticket by March. You need the money by March. So just be specific, put your time frame in there, and be specific what you want. So I want money for vacation to go to Austria in June, and I need $3,000 for this Austrian vacation by March 10th. Very, very specific. So you want to be very specific with your verbiage. And remember, spell casting is you're shifting the energy, you're shifting the tides. So if you have bad luck, you're going to shift to good luck. If you have bad health, you're going to shift that bad health to good health. So it is taking the vibration and shifting the vibration. So we literally have magic in our daily lives. Like if something bad happens, we can do a meditation and we can shift that negative energy, that sadness, that anger, that frustration. We can shift it to something positive. And it also changes like our demeanor. When we can shift a negative to a positive, we grow and we learn. And so that's what is really super important. So that's kind of just a little trick for the spell casting. So I wanted to just touch on those two questions. I didn't get a lot of questions this week, so please feel free. If you have a question on the occult, every Sunday I do occult Q&A. I'll probably eventually go live. So just right now we're not live. But I will eventually go live. So if you have a question, you can email me or message me. My email is triplegoddessapothecaryreiki@gmail.com. You can also go to my website and you can submit your questions there. Or like I said, if you're like watching me on YouTube, Patreon, or TikTok, you can submit your question by sending me a message or in the comments below the video. And please, if you love this content, make sure to give me a big old heart, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and hit follow and subscribe. As always, Patreon members, you get the content first. So YouTube and TikTok, you get it a little later. And you can follow me on Patreon for free. You still will get content before YouTube and TikTok, but paying members do get content much faster, and paying members do get extra classes and a lot of extra fun stuff. So you want to make sure you jump on that train. You can subscribe for as little as $2 a month on Patreon. But just another reminder, subscribe and follow. Give me a big old heart and a big old thumbs up. And I will have more videos for you. So watch every day, every weekday. I have the daily affirmation. I also do the tarot card of the day. And tomorrow is Monday, so it will be Monday mindfulness. The Monday mindfulness is between a 2-minute and a 5-minute little quick meditation that can just kind of reset you. And that will be on YouTube, Patreon, and TikTok. And it is Monday meditation for Patreon members at, I think, the $10 level and above. So anybody who pays $10 or more a month gets the Monday meditation, which is at least a 15-minute meditation to sometimes up to a 30-minute meditation to just get you like in that flow. Because Mondays are meditation and mindfulness days. So as always, blessed be and namaste.